Hey, Chris Jarvis here. We have another story today I want to tell you about. So this is a story about gifts. We're approaching the holiday season and we think about gifts. And some of them are obvious. They're wrapped, they're pretty, they have your name on them, and they're under a tree maybe, or they're given to you under some special occasion. Could be a birthday, could be a holiday, could be some other event. But gifts usually look a certain way. And what I'd like to say is that when you see differently, you will live differently, you will business differently. So let's think about some gifts. And it's the hidden gifts that are the really special ones. So let's think about this. If you have kids, you're probably involved with some kids' activities. You're doing something and you're trying to help your kids be better. You want to see them succeed. I had a very special gift given to me by my father. So my father, Ray, he was a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. He was the 1 in a million, or the 1 in 10 million, that he was a starting pitcher for a baseball team in the late 60s, early 70s, when there weren't a lot of teams in the league and there weren't that many starting pitchers. So 4 on a team, 20-something teams, there weren't a lot of people. There might have been 100 people who were good enough to be starting pitchers, and those were the best pitchers in the world. And so he made it, but then what happened was he made it and he got hurt. He suffered an injury and his career was over. So it wasn't that he didn't make it, it wasn't that he flamed out, he got hurt and it was taken away from him. So as I hit puberty, got a little older, developed some sports skills, he never pushed me. He did not push me to do all these traveling teams and spend all this money and do all this craziness to chase something that I couldn't control. So he didn't push me to do all that, and partly because he had already done it. So there were two things. One, he wasn't putting his needs to accomplish something or his insecurity on me to try and do life through compensation, where he would see me do it and that would make up for some failure of his. He didn't do that. And second, he knew that that wasn't something, it was something that wouldn't be sustainable and it could be out of your control. So he didn't push me like that. And so I learned that because he didn't try and make up for something that was taken away from him, he didn't do that, I learned a pretty valuable lesson. And I try not to do that with my kids. I want them to live their life. I want them to do something else. It's a very cool experience to say, yeah, my dad played baseball, but he didn't push that on me. So he let me become me and didn't make me live he didn't try and use my life to make up for other things. And so the big question for everybody today is there something you're doing, whether it's through your kids or yourself, to make up for something in the past? And if you are, that might be wasting a lot of your time and a lot of your energy. So let's think about the things from our past, and let's think about what we might be projecting, or if we are living our lives through compensation, so we can change some of that. And when you see differently, you will live differently. I'm Chris Jarvis, and we'll see you at bechrisjarvis.com.